Most of us think compulsively all the time. That is to say, we talk to ourselves. If I talk all the time, I don't hear what anyone else has to say. If I think all the time, that is to say, if I talk to myself all the time, I don't have anything to think about except thoughts. And therefore, I'm living entirely in the world of symbols. Therefore, if you meditate for an ulterior motive, that is to say, to improve your mind, to improve your character, to be more efficient in life, you've got your eye on the future and you are not meditating. Well, meditation, when correctly done, has nothing to do with all that. It's a kind of digging the present. It's a kind of grooving with the eternal now. The place where it's at is simply here and now. If you simply close your eyes and allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are going on around you, just listen to the general hum and buzz of the world as if you were listening to music. Don't try to identify the sounds you hear. Don't put names on them. Simply allow them to play with your eardrums. It's all just sound. And if I am talking to you right now when you're doing this, don't try to make any sense out of what I'm saying, because your brain will take care of that automatically. You don't have to try to understand everything. As you hear sounds coming up in your head, thoughts, you simply listen to them as part of the general noise going on, just as you would be listening to the sound of my voice, or just as you would be listening to cars going by, or to birds chattering outside the window. So look at your own thoughts as just noises. And soon you will find that the so-called outside world and the so-called inside world come together. They are a happening. Your thoughts are a happening, just like the sounds going on outside. And everything is simply a happening, and all you're doing is watching it. It's all just sound. The place where it's at is simply here and now.
Alrighty. What is going on, guys? What is up, guys? Got our 528 hertz on in the background. Excuse me. Everything looks okay here. Got some copyright-free musica, and we got our trade-in over on FAIRDESK. This guy is doing not bad. Nice little quick profit scalp, as Nightshade had mentioned. Hold on a second. Let me just... Okay, that's good. I got to move this guy up. Yeah. Jeez. A little bit congested here. My apologies. But, yeah. You thought the bounce was going to be more. It could be. We are rejecting from a major point right now. I don't think... I think, honestly, it's probably going to kind of roll over and bring us down, Bad Axe. And what's up, Burnstone? Appreciate you, man. Haven't seen you in a minute. And always appreciate the likes, guys. So, yeah, let's get into it a little bit here. And, yeah, let's see. So, basically, what we're looking at right now is, that nice little rejection. This is a major area. I mean, major volume area. Low right here. And then, nice little rejection off of there. Nice place to kind of close out the scalp short would have been on the 2-minute, bearish div, which is kind of around the same exact area. Volume area low, kind of a no-brainer to take lock in profits at least there. And yeah, that's ultimately what I'm looking at right there. In terms of right now, what we could be looking at is maybe, especially when we were talking about DBSIs, which I do want to incorporate into the analysis a little bit more moving forward, especially when you look at some of these time frames. I mean, you do have a 14, you're always going to have a higher number on the 6 hour when you're printing a red dot, typically. I mean, they do coincide with that a lot. And nothing too terrible on some of these. Nothing too terrible on some of these, but yeah, I mean, that would even be a 14 on the hourly bull. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think we probably will kind of reject from here and potentially come down. I think it's kind of a matter of time before we finally kind of lose this area. I mean, it is kind of a double bottom, higher low type thing, but still, yeah. I don't know if it's going to bring you too much here. I think you're probably going to kind of lose this area. And then as well, I mean, when you look at the 8 hour here on Bitcoin, you know, all these EMAs are now kind of almost in the gray. Same with the 6 hour. So yeah, ultimately, I do kind of feel like you would continue down. So yeah. Do have a nice, so this was a trade given in advance in the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. Show you how I kind of called this guy out here. And let's go to our entries tab. So a little scalp, babysat it, and then hit it within kind of 15 minutes there, within 20 minutes or so, which was pretty nice. And yeah, I kind of did the same kind of thing yesterday morning off of the same level. So kind of nice, the same setup. Sometimes they play out well. RedX now printing in 19 DBSI on the 2 day. So, I mean, that's generally a more bearish sign. The last time we had a RedX on the 2 day was back in July, and that obviously brought us down. Now, if we were to repeat something of that nature, let's just see here. I mean, could this be your catalyst down to 22K? Yeah, it absolutely could be. Absolutely could be. So, yeah. And then your 16 bear on the 3 day right there. 11 bull on the weekly though, but 16 bear on the monthly. Oof, that monthly. That monthly has been a doozy. 4 days to confirm, and I think that's gonna be not a fun time when it does. You know, when we finally do see that kind of play out. You know, I think we're ultimately gonna see, you know, more pain ahead. And yeah, 14 right there in the 6 hour like we talked about. Just want to look at the really, you know, short-term time frames, what's going on right now. Yeah, I mean, I think you're generally going to, you know, come down farther on the stream. Now, what you could do here, I mean, I have some other shorts open right now, especially in ETH, more info on that in the Discord, but something like that, you got a good shot, I would think. You know, right back down, up, down, a little scalpy scalp right there. Maybe a little bit weird with the hourly, but I think you probably got a good shot. I mean, you do have some money flow coming up in certain areas, but yeah. And yeah, that's that. Nice guys. You guys are doing some good trades. That's cool. If you want to check out FAIRDESK down below, we do give there's a trading competition going on. We also give a $100 trading bonus every week to one person who signs up with my link, deposits any amount, and does one futures trade. So that's a good deal right there. And yeah, PHEMEX BT is another good one down below. That's especially for Forex or traditional markets, no KYC. Been messing around with them a little bit. Not bad, a lot of good Forex pairs. I think they probably have the most Forex pairs out of any non-KYC exchange. KMAC in the Discord does a lot of Forex stuff. Obviously, we also got Lanacore in the Discord. We got CBZ in the Discord. So, you know, we provide a ton in the Discord. I mean, we could charge, if this was bull market, if we're getting a lot of, you know, actual interest in trading, actual interest in crypto, we'd be charging a lot more just to prevent, you know, all of our chat boxes from going crazy. Don't want everybody to see the same thing, but yeah. So check it out before we do raise it. So yeah. And ultimately here, well, let's take a look at ETH. I mean, ETH right now, my guess here, and if we look at, I believe there was a, okay, how did this pump? Okay, we were printing a blood diamond on, I believe, the 5 or the 4 hour or something. gone away, but money flow still not looking too good on any of these time frames. ETH has shown, started to really show a lot of weakness against Bitcoin here, which has been expected generally. And yeah, I mean, ultimately, if we look here, that 2 hour, and that's coming up right there. So short-term time frames aren't looking terrible, or not looking terrible, but yeah, a little bit of no man's land here. I mean, if we were to kind of zoom in more, that's a big area if we are to, yeah, and you're hitting that, if we were to pump back up to 1609, 1610. That monthly. Yeah, just all this stuff just completely kind of losing it. See how that trigger wave plays out here. That clean. You're being sarcastic. I got too much stuff on the charts, as we were saying. If it is too much stuff, we could mute, change it a little bit. And ultimately, I'm a little bit curious how, I haven't looked at the DBSI in a minute. I just want to see how it looks on like, it's a little bit more on the bear for that, but 12 on the bull for, 12 on the bull in the weekly there. Bitcoin dominance has come down a tiny bit. I think that's, it's going to take its time. It's going to consolidate, but I think it will ultimately come higher here. And then what's up a cool Chainlink trigger wave on the weekly. Chainlink is such a snooze fest, man. 30-year bond keeps pumping. Oh my golly. Man, 30-year mortgage rates might be at 8.5 soon. Wow. Let's see something here. Oh, we're coming back up a little bit here on Bitcoin, especially. Okay. Let's take a look at ETH Bitcoin, which I think is actually pumping up a little bit against Bitcoin. Yeah. We'll see if that can last, but. You did have the bullish div there. We'll see how this plays out. Now, traditional markets right now are definitely, let's just take a look at CNBC. I want to see how traditional markets are looking. NASDAQ down 150. Okay, so obviously down a good amount. Getting a little bit of relief right now. SiriusXM, what are they doing? What's SiriusXM doing? Wow. Yeah, that thing. Nice little short squeeze and then bam, right back down. Anyway. See, hear, and speak. Wow. That is pretty wild. Put this away. Yeah. Answer business phone calls. I might be able to at some point. So yeah, I mean, we're still at that level for Bitcoin right now. Let's take a look at TradingView. guess there is some hope here a little bit. Yeah, breaking higher in the 6 minutes, so we'll see what happens here. I mean, next take profits up here, but yeah. I mean, I know crypto face has been a little bit more bullish. I mean, it is a higher low. That's generally a bullish formation. If you do break up from that, 26.5, which is interesting. Now, let's take a look at, traditional markets a little bit. And the S&P 500, I believe, is down. Yeah, down even more. So we're at the levels that we haven't seen since June. And then you get a 9 on the monthly on that DBSI. The monthly looks awful. 17 on the weekly. The weekly does not look good. You're about to hit this moving average, 425. I think you will hit that next. If you look here on the DBSI line, we're going from green to red. So that generally is a more, if we zoom out here, I just want to, yeah, we're red. I just want to see the highest time frame where we are red. Okay, so it's going to be about the 12 hour. Got a little bit choppy here and there, but ooh, and that went from green to red there. You came down quite a bit, so. That's just a very bearish kind of thing until you got there, then more bullish. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. Does not look good in the 6 hour. 21, 4 hour not looking good. Short term, I could see some relief, which I would think Bitcoin would kind of follow that. We'll see, though. We'll have to see. Let's look at the NASDAQ. A lot of the same crop, yeah. 10 up there. 19 there. Money flow coming out there. 2 day. 8. Interesting that DBSI line is green everywhere. So we're at okay, we're at the August levels. That's a nice M pattern too that we want to look at on the NASDAQ here. Nice kind of M pattern, and your EMAs are all turning gray. On the daily as well here. The daily is very bearish on the NASDAQ. This is very bearish, I would say. Essentially 13 something back to May of 23 numbers could be doable. I think that this area too, August 22 numbers around 13 something. Yeah, Donkey Punch, it could be that. Could be part of that. I think that's a good point. Check H bar, yeah. What's my estimation for price end of year? Oh man, low 20s to high teens, probably low 20s. I don't think anything that crazy is going to happen. I mean, we're not that far away from low 20s. Let's look at H bar, sure. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the weekly doesn't look too bad. Monthly bolded, yeah, that's what's interesting. We've been kind of looking at H bar a bit on, or I have anyway. I mean, that 3 day doesn't look good though. I mean, real high time frames look kind of good, but then when you come down here, I mean, you got an 18 bear on the daily. I don't really see this being too much of an island that just outperforms everything. So, yeah. I mean, it's obviously at kind of a major point, or bouncing off of a major point. Yeah, I mean, right there was big. There's a lot of areas here. I kind of think he will come down to 2 or 3 cents or something. McDonald's. Yeah, this one's tough. I mean, 18 bear on the monthly. I don't know. I mean, does this ever? I mean, it's generally kind of recession proof. My guess is you're gonna finally see something happen with this, like more similar to '01 or something. I mean, it was recession proof in '08, but I think you may see something more like '01 here if I had to guess. I don't know though. This one's a weird one. This is, it's a very interesting company. 17 on the bear there. I would generally think you would come down farther here. Will we be closing September in green? I don't know about that, cool. Well, people predict a bull run when Bitcoin hits a low. It's time to bounce. When they stop predicting a bull run is when it'll actually start. We'll be closing September. Let's look at that quickly here. So I believe to close September in green, you'd have to close above 25.3. We may not do that, man. We may not do that. I think we might, but we may not. I don't know. The thing, too, is if you look at these EMAs as well on the monthly, for the first time ever, we're getting a bunch in the gray that we had here. And I think for the first time ever, I might all get into the gray in the monthly. Now, what can we compare this to a little bit? Let's look at the NASDAQ after the .com bubble. That's probably the closest thing we could compare this to. And what we could look at here is, it's all, this was, okay, '08, it did go into the gray. That was essentially the bottom. Damn good place to get in over here. I mean, you were up 100% in 3 years. Well, for us crypto folks, it's not too good, but still. And then here, not exactly. Here you had more, yeah. I mean, that's wild. If we're looking at it like December '01, then you have, when would you bottom out if it's like that? October of next year? Oh my God. Man, I don't think it would go that low for Bitcoin, but I don't think it would take that much, but what's up, accurate components? I would think, generally kind of pre-halvening I think we'll keep the 4-year cycle. A little bit more, it's choppy, a little bit more boring right now. See how I feel like that 1 minute's gonna kind of roll you over here. You know what I mean? Mark coming up with the money flow on the 4 though. Huh. MDT. Let's take a look. Are you talking about this stock? I don't. $100 billion market cap. I don't think it looks good. I mean, maybe it could bounce here. I mean, we're hitting a big point, but other than that, I mean, I don't think it looks that great overall. Let's look at Apple, actually. This is coming down a bit lower today, yeah. 13, yeah, this does not look. I mean, Apple's a popular thing to try to short right now, but everybody's trying to short it. That's kind of the issue. But, yeah. So, yeah. But I mean, ultimately, I think you're going to come back to these levels, maybe even lower here. I mean, nothing goes up forever, but it's just a matter of when. Bitcoin money flow in 1 hour trying to come up. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, I mean, as of right now, I kind of would think that you would come down farther off the rejection here and then potentially come down lower. You know, based on what I'm seeing here, you want to see the DBSI at least 14. I mean, that's still a pretty bearish sign. Still bonging. Still bonging, man. We're bonging. Yeah. And then obviously people have talked about the Dixie 106. I mean, that's shown, shown some more strength here. Coming down slightly right now, but I mean, it's not really a little dip yet, or this morning, and then shoot right up. Let's look at Exxon actually. So this one's an interesting one. It's kind of like, do you want to be longing the top on this? And the answer could be yes. I don't know. You do have some bear signs in the higher time frames. Monthly 16 on the bull though. Little tough to say on this. I don't know. Can we break up higher here? That's a good question. If we do, potentially you could get to 130. Potentially. Have we looked at ES? We looked at SPY. We didn't look at ES in particular. But yeah. Let's look at Sonico. Similar pattern type thing. I mean, if you break up, I mean, from there, maybe $50 or so. 16 on the monthly. So that's where it gets a little bit more bearish on the daily in those ones. Short term, yeah. I don't know if I'd mess with the whale. It's a tough call on that. Let's see, what's Cardano? Okay, so not too much strength, 24 cents. That's a new development, I think, a weekly bull dip. I don't like the money flow, though. I think you could just lose the area we're at right now, though. However, 2-day, the money flow isn't too good. 3 days, not that great with the yellow X. I mean, this could lead to 2 more after this, down to like 15 cents or more. 4-hour trigger wave to the downside, potentially. I would think more downside pressure. I am on Twitch right now. Yep. Oh, Unity? Yeah, we could look at Unity. Is it this? Is it biotech? Nah, this isn't Unity. I mean, it's a stock, I think, right? This? Oh, Unity States. Yeah, it's this one. Oh man, okay. So, some type of Wyckoff thing, maybe. 14 to the down. Not sure what this will end up doing. I think you'll probably get down to these areas at 28, then we'll see. I mean, this isn't like long consolidation type stuff, you know what I mean? Could eventually come back. Just a letter, yeah. Okay. I wanted to look at coin. Because that, yeah, I mean, now, obviously, it does follow Bitcoin very closely. I mean, can you do something like that again? Man, I don't know. Maybe slightly lower low, double bottom at 32. Maybe. I think we're going to be looking at a few more months here in that weekly. I mean, it does always kind of look similar to Bitcoin 24 on the 2-day. It's bearish. Yeah, I would think this would be. And by the way, guys, well, I got profits locked in on the long map forward. By the way, guys, if you want to do a one-on-one session with me, doing a really good deal for them. Link down below. It's through Patreon. 2 sessions for $500. Got room for 2 people if you guys are interested. We're going to be doing more like one-on-one sessions also with for cheaper with some of my analysts in the Discord. So I got to set that up. But yeah. And yeah, I mean, that kind of rejection off of that area. I think you're coming down farther potentially. We'll jump up, and down, up, down, you know what I mean? So that was coin. I just want to, how about like Google, like, I mean, all the NASDAQ stuff kind of looks the same. 18 on the bear. That 3-day does not look too good. Pretty overheated. Yeah, Lux there, yeah. Probably gonna come down farther. Netflix is another. Let's take a look, see. That's losing momentum, yeah. Nothing looks that strong, guys, unfortunately. I wish I could paint you a better picture, but that's just not, that's not how the markets look right now. But fortunately, I mean, there's always opportunities for scalp trades and longs and shorts and all that. And if you know how to trade, or if you want to learn more about it, check out the Alto Empire Discord down below. Also got 2 trading courses. Well, one more is more of an investing course. The other is more of a trading course. Both are at evanaldo.com. Discount codes down below. And yeah. What country do I set my VPN? Usually Mexico. But it doesn't really matter. Let's see here. So it was Netflix. Yeah, we were just looking at Coinbase. Doesn't look too good. How about MicroStrategy? So on MicroStrategy, we do have a nice trend reversal on the monthly. Weekly, you got a 16 bear. 2-week, you got a 20 bear, which is atrocious. I think this is going to fall some more. Money flow, yeah. MicroStrategy could be a good short, I think. Nobody's really talking about it either. Yeah, Coinbase could mess with the VPNs a little bit. Not always, though. I've gotten away with it. It's not too bad. Solana. Take a look at this. So if we look at this guy a little bit, interesting. Nothing is too bad. This definitely does not look as bad as a lot of other things. When you get to that daily, though, that's where, yeah, money flow coming out 17 on the bear. I would think most likely that would make you drop farther. Yeah. And you can see here, guys, 15, 16, 17. Hmm. It's a good question, Cool. I mean, yeah, it usually does drop when he buys it, right? Well, in the bull market, it probably would pump when he bought it, and now it's probably the opposite. In the bear market, it drops when he buys it. Um, that's probably what will be one of his last buys, unless they fester up more cash to buy more early next year. I don't know, though. But yeah. But Solana, I do think will continue to drop. Look at XRP right now. Okay, 14 bear in the monthly, not too good. 10 under there, there, 12 right there. I think you're eventually just going to lose this area. I mean, you do have some good stuff on like some of these lower time frames. Doesn't look terrible in like the 4 hour. But yeah. I mean, now we're continuing to come down. I'm probably going to stop that in profit really soon here. Yeah. Let's see, what else is there? So gold and silver, we always like to take a peek at. That monthly is not too good for gold. 15 there. I think gold, it could come down with everything a bit, you know? Yeah. But it always has its own kind of thing, though. Let's look at silver as well. So that's interesting. Silver looks significantly stronger, still at 15 on the 2 week. That's not the best, but the weekly I like here. But yeah, nothing's looking daily, damn. But it's just that the bear things don't usually play out that badly on silver, you know? I don't know. Maybe if you break this area, you're coming down to 20 bucks again. Yeah. Not too bueno right there. Caspa. Let's take a look at Caspa. Yeah. So, I'll look at one with a little bit more data here. That's even less data. Big cap maybe? No. Guess we're gonna have to. Guess let's go with the MEXC chart. What? Yeah, it's too new. That's the thing about this. 11 on the bear. I mean, I think this will come down. I think this will continue to come down here. I think this is generally over for months, but that's my opinion. Real high time frames, there's potential to squeeze more people out. Render. 9 on that point. 14 on the 3 day. 14 bear on the 3 day. This is like forming some head and shoulder thing. I think this is just going to pop you back down out of this range eventually, and you're going to be at 67 cents. That's my main guess here. Yeah, I think you're going to continue downward generally. I mean, I don't even know if we're going to close a monthly green candle on Bitcoin. I'm not entirely convinced. We only need to go lower than this area to really. We need to go lower than here, than 25.9 to really pull it off. So, to close red, which I think we might. And yeah, it's kind of a M pattern on the 1 minute. Or yeah, I mean, out of that, you'd break down to 26.1 something. So yeah. Little jump right now, though. Hmm. 10 on the bear there, Matic. Matic looks a little bit better in some other ones. Definitely looks a little bit better in other ones right now. That bull div. That's the thing, though, on the weekly. That money flow still isn't the way I want to see it. I don't think we're there quite yet. I think we may need, you know, maybe November, you finally get a bull div on the 2 week or something. That would be my guess. I think CryptoFace was live earlier. Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah. And by the way, guys, if you're interested in a lot of good trade signals, trade setups, check out the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. 2 nice scalp longs both mornings, which did really well. Lanicor did well with the trade. He's always got a lot of good stuff. So different type of trading, obviously. A lot of crap tokens. And by the way, if you want to trade some of these crap tokens, check out MEXC down below. We're doing a promo until September 30th, where if you deposit at least $100, you could get a $200 trading bonus. You got some really, really good odds. We announced the winners in the Discord. So who won it? These two won the $200 trading bonus on MEXC last week, and then we announced the FAIRDESK one as well. So we announced the winners. They're only with my link, so check it out down below. Also got a good support team. If you guys have trouble, we got reps from those companies that in the Discord as well. So yeah. So I mean, looks like it's about to get stopped out in profit, which is not a bad deal. Nice little scalp. Should have put a bigger amount in. I did put like close to 200 grand in, but you know. Did I buy a Mutant Ape? Not yet. Not yet. I will when the time is right. I don't think we're there yet. And Brett Headley, you know, that's the $1 million question. I don't really answer questions like that, but I just tell you what I think may or may not happen. But what we can do here is we can look at CoinGecko, and we can see what's going on. Come on. What's going on with the NFT floor prices? So how are these guys? Okay, so Mutant Apes are down even more. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think they could go to 4 or 5 grand in US dollars into the end of the year, early next year potentially. And then I'm going to reevaluate, you know, in the coming months. I don't think we're there quite yet. Obviously, these do generally follow Ape token, which is a good one to, you know, keep an eye on it as well. Ape coin, Ape token. I mean, you got a 10 on the bull on the 2 week. I mean, there's not too much data here, really. You know, maybe some short term. I mean, you're getting some green hike and ashes on 8, but I mean, it looks like you may just roll over here. 15, 16 on the bear there, on the 16, yeah, just like Bitcoin. So I'm not seeing enough strength yet, but maybe get some short-term relief with the bullish div on the weekly. But I think we need to wait for that money flow to come up more. Potentially a bullish div on the 2 week is what we need here. ApeCoin is on my radar to buy, I think, yeah. Oh man, a $50 to $100 ApeCoin. What's the market cap? At 1 billion? I don't think that's gonna happen, but you get a 10x or so, maybe a, $5 or something, $10 potentially. And we're back to stop that in profit. We should have took that scalp short. That's okay. How do I, like, pin that so I could, I want to pin the auto button. I mean, it wasn't exactly in a bear market when it was released, dude. Like, it wasn't. I mean, that was more like NFT. That was an NFT bull market still. I mean, can it get back there? Oh man, that would be wild. Hold on a second. What? Oh yeah, maybe it's possible, man. I don't know though. I mean, how much is it down from there? Let's just see. 96%. It could go down 98%. Like, let's see where that would bring us to. I mean, it's probably, you guessed it, around 50 cents. That's a huge place. That's where I would really be freaking looking. Probably gonna take months before we get there, though. Thoughts on near? Sure. It's a 16 on the bear. Looks like everything else generally. 10 right there. Kind of wants to come deeper there. 12. 18 on that one. Yeah. That's 6 hour. Looks like it really wants to come deeper. My guess here is that you're just going to keep going lower. I mean, I do have a ETH swing short in as well. If you guys want more info on that, check out the Discord, obviously. So, yeah. But, yeah. April of 2022. Yeah, this is a real bear market for NFTs, man. Oh yeah, real bear market. I mean, there's where it started in June, after you crashed. I mean, an ape token is correlated with the NFTs for the most part, obviously. Glamour. Take a look. I mean, this could be more of a bullish pattern theoretically in terms of price action. 8 hour 18 on the bear. This is tough to say, man. This could be kind of a more bullish pattern where you break up a little bit higher potentially. I do think if you were to break up a little bit higher, you would probably just break up out of this, and then that would generally be it. It's possible you could come up to 30 cents here. It's either 30 cents or you're crashing back down 18. I think you'll eventually come back down 18. But it could be a risky play, but potentially you could come up higher. I'm not seeing anything that bad, you know what I mean? Other than like the 8 hour, but sometimes you do break up higher. Because a lot of people are trying to short, obviously. Hmm. Did Algo do anything? So the weekly's good here. The bull div on the weekly. The 3 day's not bad. 2 day, the trigger wave to the downside. I don't know if I like that too much. Dailies, yeah. It's like that, to come into the green, that's like resistance right there. Coming up the VWAP, especially on the 8 hour. I don't know, tough to say. I feel like she may have a little left in her. Yeah. I mean, anything long right now, like more than a scalp, is going to be a little bit more on the risky side just based on the environment of this market lately. I mean, we could just easily lose this area, come down more. How are traditional markets? Are they starting to pack down more? Yeah. S&P 500, lowest level since June. NASDAQ down 190 points. So yeah, we look thematic. A little better in some of the other ones, but nothing too good there, man. Nothing too interesting. Pickleball problem. But yeah, I mean, just want to see something here. Yeah, S&P 500 down to 426. Yeah, we're making lower. June numbers, not too bueno. Now this is a significant area because that's kind of the high of August of 22. And I mean, we're significantly down now. I mean, S&P, this is significantly 7% down. I mean, this is from all-time high. We're now down 11%. That's significant. And I think we're probably going to end up coming back eventually back to 380 something here. I just want to look at something quick. Let's look at Miami housing futures. Now this is obviously going to be, okay, so, that's interesting. Now real estate was very resilient to the recession back in, back in 2001, 2008, obviously not. That was a nightmare, but, yeah. That's a nice bearish div on that weekly. 10 on the bear. Similar to over there. Now, can we see that? Maybe. And that was theoretically the bottom in November. Yeah. And then January was the, yeah. The thing here is, it's just as we were talking about last night, this is a desert. Like, it does not come. You don't get a true wave below the zero line often. Since, oh my God. Yeah, since there. And then your real bottom was a lot. Jesus. Yeah. BTC is coming back down. Yeah, yep. Yes, it is. As I predicted. Rejection from there, then back down. So yeah. trigger wave to the downside. I mean, this could be where we lose this area. And I mean, if we lose this, then where's your technical target, guys? Lose this, then you're potentially coming back down to 25.8, and then I think that's a red month, potentially even farther. So yeah, if I were to do anything right now, I'd go short. I would try to do, tell you what I'm looking at. I mean, I would try to probably, I know you're kind of going short into resistance, but I would maybe try to do something like that. Something potentially like that, yeah. A rounding top thing. Who wants me to take this trade? I kind of want to take a little. There's not too many people. I'll announce it too, but we'll see here. I know it's kind of going short into resistance. That's kind of the major kind of issue here, but I like what I'm seeing on some of these time frames, man. Maybe just wait a little bit. But yeah. Yep. We should look at the Dow a tiny bit, and then I'll probably wrap up the stream. $16 bear in the weekly, 18 on the 2-week. And if you look here, it's been a while since you've seen a number that high. I mean, you saw the 19 there, and that was a buy. You know, it was obviously a buy signal, and you came up a little bit higher, not higher than there. I'm just curious about, let's just see the SPY on the 2-week here. Is AVAX a good coin to accumulate? Not right now, but eventually. We didn't look at that one today. We should, though. 15 bear in the 2-week. Okay, yeah, you saw that there. That was a good sign there. A continuation down. 17 right there. Monthly's a 9. You haven't seen that in a while. I haven't seen a number that high in a while. And then let's take a look at AVAX. Weekly. Green dot. I kind of do think that you may see a little bit of relief. I don't know why, just the money flow coming up on some of these. This could be a sleeper a little bit. Would I mess with this, though? Ugh. I mean, it looks bad in all sorts of places. 26.4. Potentially 26.4, yeah. All right, we're hitting the spiral line. We'll see if we could do anything here. $22-minute blood diamond. When was the last time we saw that? I mean, yeah, he jumped up and then it's choppy. It's choppy. Yeah, peaked out in January. Yeah, it's pretty much everything, guys. We could take one look, last look at Ethereum, but at the moment, ETH does look a little bit stronger than Bitcoin, I would say. But I don't know. Could be where we lose it all. Because that 3-day especially, that 3-day not 2.0 right there. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Check out, if you know how to trade, check out FAIRDESK, check out MEXC down below. Really great promos. FAIRDESK, we're working on getting a trading competition. And Prime XBT is great for Forex and traditional markets if you don't want a KYC. Big bonus there. You do have to deposit a lot, though. But check it out if you guys are interested. And obviously, the Discord is excellent as well. Hope to see you guys in there. So, you guys, hope you have a great day. Goodbye.